Yeah, we do have one more very nice performance towards the end. But in the meantime, right now we're going to invite up onto stage. Applause for Eugene Tan.
Eugene, before you get started, this is going to be the opportunity for all of you to ask your questions. So he's going to address all the key points, but in case you have questions, please raise your hand and I'll come to give you the mic for these questions.
I would like to say welcome to Malaysia. Welcome to Malaysia Ultra Trail by UTMB, and I hope that you guys are excited as much as our team is hosting you guys over here. Now, foremost, I would like to keep the tradition going. For us, Malaysia Ultra Trail by UTMB has been about the community. It's a community project, and we owe the success to the community. And because of that, I would like to remember our friends, our brothers, our sisters, our comrades in the trails, our family members, and ask for the blessing so that we have a safe passage through the mountains this weekend. Thank you. Well, thank you guys. Now, also ready. So, first and foremost, I just want to say when it comes to the weather, do expect some rains over the weekend. For now, it looks to rain later on tonight, and it's going to rain tomorrow after lunchtime as well. So for those of you who plan to spend some time in the trail, do equip yourself well with some warm jacket and windbreakers. And of course, I would like to say, do carry your mandatory items at all times. For the runners, you will be checked at AS5 at 24 kilometer point. For the 100 kilometer, you'll be checked at AS8 if you do get that far. Yeah. Now, for the elites, we have given you the credits. For us, you should be our role model. Hence, for the top 3 winners in the 100K and the 50K, the overall winners 1, 2, and 3, you will be pulled aside as you cross the finishing line for mandatory gear checks. If you miss any of the 15 items, then you will need to serve your penalty on the spot. And if you, if you choose to be irresponsible, and if you are disqualified, there's no two ways about it. Now, earlier today, we did mention that there is going to be a course change. Basically, it's not a change. It's not a major change. We are known here to be the most well-marked race. If not in Malaysia, I would say probably in Asia as well. I hope that we do not fail you this year. The race is no longer 51 kilometers. The race is now 54 kilometers. So extra bonus for those who like extra distance. And we believe that if we were to change the course a little bit, it will help make the course will be much more beautiful. The affected distance will be km 4 to 5 for the 50k, km 15 to 16 for the 50k, km 19 to 22. Yeah. And for the 100k, there is only a kilometer bonus. So at this moment is 98 instead of 97. The cost changes will be at km 4 to 5 and at km 15 to 16. I would like to show you our markers. So basically on the course you will see two kind of markers. One is the oil repellent fabric. This material normally we will use it for 3 years. We only change it every 3 years. This is to help us keep the race sustainable. On top of that, to make sure that you know that you are running, we want to remind you that you are running in Malaysia Ultra Trail by UTMB. So you do see this marker on intervals as well. Okay. If you see any yellow markers, you are on track. If you see any caution tape, white and red, you are on the wrong track. So take note of that. When it comes to the support point, take note, you are only allowed to support your runners at AS1, Tiger Temple, AS2 at Air Kuning, AS3 at KTM Tanong, AS4 at Changkai Ibu, and of course AS8 at Maxwell Base Camp. I would like to invite your supporters, your family members to head to Maxwell Base Camp and also AS1. There are some music, there are some DJs, there are light shows as well, so head down there. Now take note, we have got a no beat, no race policy. This morning, someone tried to cross the starting line at the VK. He was not allowed to start the race. No shoe, no race rule as well. In 2019, someone threatened me. If you do not allow us to wear sandals, we are going to... So your safety, your safety is a collective thing for us. It cannot be coming from us alone. Your safety must be a collective responsibility, and together I'm sure you will have a safe passage to the finishing line. Certain part of the course that will take you to housing areas, or shall I say housing farms, farmhouse. So I would hope that if you see any houses, do keep your sound down, so that you do not wake up anyone early in the morning, especially for those in the 100 kilometer who is starting the race at 3 a.m. Another point to note is we have got a lot of signages. UTMB for the planet, namely UTMB for the environment, signages in the trails to remind you that you are in the Virgin Jungle Reserve, and also to remind you that you should not litter on the course. Now, we stipulate you should have a Ziploc bag in the mandatory item for a very simple reason. If you have any waste, drop your waste into the Ziploc bag. Now, if you are caught or if it is reported by the runners behind you or around you that you have litter on the trail, if reported, you will be taken out of the course on the next checkpoint. I assure you that. Yeah. On the road section, there are some road sections as well. Always run against traffic and always run inside the cone lines that we have put in place. Our medical officers, or shall I say our technical commissioners. Our technical commissioners is known for no nonsense. Hence, if you show any sign of distress, they will pull you to the side for some medical observation, and I hope you do abide by them. And this is for your own safety, it's for your own health. What I would like to say here is very simple. Listen to your body. Typing will always be here. The mountain will always be here. We have only got one life. So treasure it, and I would like to see you guys at the finishing line. I will be there the best I can at the finishing line to receive you guys. But then your safety is a collective thing, as I would like to say again. If you feel weak, if you do not feel good, if you feel drowsy, just go to the medical base that we have at every checkpoint. Have yourself checked before you proceed. The last thing that I would like to put forward would be the fact that, there's a lot of rain. It does not mean that it's going to be cold. Of course, the weather up in the mountain can change in a split of a second. But then take note as well that at the end of the day, because of the fact that it's damp, when the sun comes out, the humidity level will rise as well. I would like to say, I would like to give you a simple advice. Watch your fluid intake. Don't overdrink. If you like to drink, try to mix it with And if you have got water retention from too much electrolytes, for example, just take more H2O. Or we have got enough water in the aid station. I just want to say, we have got enough supply for everyone. But these are your wise. Do not waste. Do not take the drinking water and splash onto your head. We have got some buckets of water that you can splash on your head. That's about it. But then, please do not waste the water that we supply for drinking. And certainly, in trail running, we always think about each other. So in this case, we hope that you guys will think about the people behind. So take what you need. You do not need to take everything that you need for the next 10 AS. Okay? All you need is the 10 kilometer or the 6. With that, I will open it up for question and answer. If you have any question, and then I will give you an answer.
Okay, any questions?
Is there rules for this outlined?
We have seen runners, what you call splashing before they start, because some runners would like to start wet, and we would like to prevent that. So we hope that you don't mind. There's enough supply in the area. You will see that. I assure you that we have got sufficient water, we have got sufficient supplies. But in starting the race, we assume that you will need to come well prepared. Sorry.
For the 50K, it's now 54K, are the cutoff times shifted a little bit?
Okay, it's a good question. Frankly speaking, in simulating the race course, we do not run, we walk. And when we walk, we finish the 50K in 14 hours. Yeah, so of course you don't walk and you sleep for 5 hours. Then it will not work that way. We cut off in every AS. So just listen to your body, do your best. I mean, at the end of the day, endurance running is about how bad you want it. You know, how bad you really want it. How much does it mean to you to cross the finishing line that we have spent so much to create it for you guys? And well, it's more than enough time. Yeah. I promise you that. The journey, I mean, this concerns the journey from AS1 to AS2 for the 50K. And you will see that the profile has been made easier at the start. Yeah, thank you.
Any more questions? Four?
Don't be shy, don't be shy.
Okay.
Is it possible for those who has already finished his run?
That is not allowed. The moment you cross the finishing line, you are not allowed to go back to the course to accompany your friends, your loved ones, for a very simple fact. Everyone that goes into the trail, checkpoint to checkpoint, will be accounted for. Cross the finishing line and you go again, what is going to happen is you're going to create a ghost runner inside the system. Yeah. So you have 500 starters, you might suddenly have 501 reaching the other checkpoint. And this will cause a big problem. Are you talking about the finishing line? Or are you talking about the trail? Oh, finishing line, okay, no problem. Yeah, finishing line is okay, no problem. Yeah, sorry. Family members, friends, you are more than welcome to celebrate the victory of your family members at the finishing line. You will not be shooed away, don't worry.
Can shower and change clothes?
So basically we have got a calf refreshment zone, the drop back zone. Enough water for you to shower if you like to shower. clothes. We won't provide the clothes. We have to provide them.
She was asking cold water or hot water.
Normal temperature.
Alright. Questions? Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Alright, we have one here. I don't remember which checkpoint is it, but where we let the drop bag.
The drawback zone is actually near the starting line.
Okay, so
You'll see 310.
is there any place to drop the badge there, or will it bring a external badge?
At the drop bag?
He was asking, is there any charger plug point in the middle, halfway of the drop back, or the charge phones?
No. You've got to charge everything and you've got to come well prepared. If you have 3,200 runners requesting for that service, we will need to prepare 3,200 plug points. Because if I give one to you, I've got to be fair to each and one of them as well. This is in the fairness of the sports.
Right. Questions? Okay. Getting more and more questions, Eugene?
Hi, Eugene. With the race will be called off if the weather is very bad, like today, like this afternoon, bad thunderstorm weather.
So it's a good question as well. Now, before we call off race, lots of conditions are taken into considerations. And basically before, if the rain were to be heavy and there's lightning, everyone will be held in the next aid station. The technical commissioner will actually advise you what is our next course of action.
Alright, any questions? Participants? Please point it out to me in case I miss out.
Okay, now, before I step down and let you go, bring in the very special performance that I really like to give